It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Steelers and the Dolphins coming up next.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And technically, you'd still call him a young quarterback in this league, but he's now at that stage of his career where we're about to take the word young and remove it because he's been in this situation before. He's been in the playoffs. Now he wants to advance his team deep and find his way into a Super Bowl. He's ready to take the next step.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Remember, don't let Josh Allen's size fool you. 6'5", 240, but he can move pretty well.
It fooled everyone. Let's just be frank about the whole thing. When he came out of Wyoming, you could see on tape that he could move fairly well, but you didn't see him as a big-time running threat. That really evolved when he hit the league with the Bills. My only concern about him is at 6'5", got to learn to make himself a little smaller when it gets to be the point of contact because I don't want him getting hurt out there.
And we're seeing, though, that he can execute the RPO pretty well.
Boy, can he ever. And that size does come into play for him because he can see over the top of the defense and make a decision about whether to keep it or whether to throw it downfield.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback. 3rd season now out of Oklahoma, the former #1 overall pick, of course, Kyler Murray. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Murray. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Murray now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Murray again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Steelers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now ETN to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Allen's throw here caught by Mims. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run here with ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, another run for Dillon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray back near his goal line. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Well, you just said it, Charles. They had to be very hesitant thinking about throwing the football. That's why. Safety.
File that one under. Worst fears realized.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. With it is Brown.
Come on now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Johnson. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. 2nd down at 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Murray now on first down. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 36, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now swing pass for Dillon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Allen now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Miami. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's Murray. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe
fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd and 10, Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Allen's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that will be incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he splits the uprights, and it has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. They go screen with Dillon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Murray again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First down, Murray. That caught by Trimble. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it starts.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Waddle.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to ETN.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Murray's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, it's Dillon.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he's got room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is caught by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Play action. Now it's Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He's got Jordan complete right side.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
2nd and 4. A handoff for Etienne.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Allen now on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run with Etienne.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Here's Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Jalen Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They give to Dillon out of the gun. And the ball is loose. Dillon lost it.
But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Bring it.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, 4 down. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Allen running right on the option. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Etienne.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Flushed out. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They run once more with Dillon.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Murray.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
To throw again on second down. Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. On first down, Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. To throw again on second down, Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Allen. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he finds his man Johnson. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Room to run at the 50. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Steelers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. Open man is Duvernay. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Allen, got to have this one.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Allen again.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And he's got this down to the 35. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And again, it's Allen.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. On play action, Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Byron Jordan there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they take a knee. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.